Hey everyone, my name is Benedetta. I'm a first year BM student, and today we're going to solve together an Excel exercise, which is exercise 2.10 of the Excel workbook, in which we're going to learn how to import some text into an Excel file, how to sort it, filter it, use count blank, and functions such as if, and, or, as well as sums and other operations. I hope it's going to be helpful. I'll let you read the first introductive paragraph alone, and we're going to go straight on to question 1. So in question 1, they ask us to import in a new worksheet the content of the operation text. So first of all, we have to create a new worksheet that we call Opera. Then you're gonna go on the cell A1, you go on to data from text, and then you should have the text that you want. So you get data. Next, and you choose the appropriate one. So you see that if you change, you have different types of tab that appears. So you're just gonna go to semicolon one because that's what is used to separate things. So you next, and then finish. And they ask you if you want to be in the existing cell and starting from cell A1, which is what is asked. So you just click on OK. And there you have it. So pay attention, because here, if you see, there's an A when it's supposed to be in euro. So I don't know if it's the same for everybody. Maybe it's just because of the Mac, but make sure you change it, just because it's what it's actually supposed to be. And yeah, there you go. So then they ask you to sort the import data by type in ascending order and then by value. So you're gonna go into back to home. Remember to select the whole thing. Custom sort by. So first of all, we set we want it by type, and they set ascending order, so it's from A to Z. And then you add one, and you choose by maximum value, and it's in descending order, so from largest to smallest. You click on OK, and there you go. So it's first sorted by type in alphabetic order, and then by the maximum value from the highest to the smallest. And that's it for question 1. So we're now going to go ahead with question 2. We go back in the sales worksheet, and we have to add a new column called price per square meter, in which we have to calculate, using a single formula, the price per square meter of each apartment, taking into account that for the apartments with single or double garage, the expression price of the garage to be estimated should appear. So in order to do that, we're going to use a nib function, and then we see that we have two criteria that are whether the garage is single or double. So we are going to use an OR function, and we're going to get the garage cell, and it has to be equal either to single or double. And this is it for the OR. So if this is true, then we have to write price of the garage to be estimated. If it is false, then we have to compute the price per square meter of each apartment. So you get the total price and you divide it by the number of square meters of the apartment. And that's it for your function. Here it's already done, but remember to put this column and this column into the currency of your choice so that it's more clear when you look at it. So now we will move on to the second part of question 2, which is to calculate how many of the apartments do not have a garage. So I'm gonna write it here, but you can write it wherever you want as long as it's clear. So apartments without a garage. Since it's using 3 cells, you can merge them in order for it to be clear. And now we're going to use a function which is count blank, since we see that for the garage, if there's no garage, it's just left blank. So then you select the range, and there you go. You have your count. So now you can obviously make it a bit prettier. Select it, put some borders so that it's seeable, and you can do the same for this part here if you want to. It's just always prettier and more clear. So there you go. And that's it for question 2. So now we move on to question 3. They ask us to add a new worksheet called Area C12 No Garage. So you just add a new worksheet and you rename it. Then they ask us to filter the table in a sales worksheet to show only data related to the apartment in area C12 without a garage. So in order to do that, you just go on the table, click on filter, and then go on the garage section. Because we don't want a garage, you deselect everything and you select only blanks, because that means there's no garage. And then we go in the area code and we only want C12, so we deselect all and we select only C12s. Here is your filter table. Just select it all, and we're going to copy and paste it in the new worksheet. So here you see that the price is not visible. Just make the cell a bit bigger and you're good to go. Then they ask us to sort the table by number of rooms, and then when the number of rooms is the same, by price, both in descending order. So once again, we go here, we go on custom sort. So first of all, we want by number of rooms in a descending order, so meaning largest to smallest, and then you add one, and it is by price now, and still largest to smallest. Click on OK, and there it is. It is sorted. You can make those cells a bit bigger so that you don't have anything that overlaps, and you can see things very clearly. So now they ask us to turn off the filters in the sales worksheet. So you go back in the sales worksheet and you just have to click on filter again and you're all good. Then they ask us to calculate the total sales price of the area. So you're just gonna write total sales price. And then this one is easy. We're just gonna do a sum from here to here. And there you are. So as with it before, you can make it a little bit more visible by adding colors and borders. It's always more clear if you do it. Then they ask us to add a new column to the table to calculate what percentage of the total is the price of each apartment. So we're gonna go here and you write percentage of total. It doesn't really matter what you write here as long as it's clear what you mean. So write something that seems coherent. So this one is just going to be the price of the apartment divided by the total sales price of the area. Obviously you get it like this, so then you select it and you put it in percentage, and you can add a few decimals if you want to. Remember to block this one, because if not, when you drag it down, it's going to drag down and you're not going to get any result. And then you can drag it down. And this is it for question 3. Remember to save every time you do something. Very important, because you're not going to be able to get back what you've done if you lose it during the exam.